The U.S. Pentagon, the U.S. Department of Defense, they can't seem to find cash. Wait, no, they can. They got too much. Wow. Well, responsible statecraft and many other outlets have reported this over the last few months, and this was a big thing. I just wanted to include the picture of the Black Hawk here because I just love military aircraft and as such. But Pentagon fails its fifth audit in a row. This is, why is this a news story, Brandon? Like, what's going on here? What's the deal? And we'll tell you what the deal is. It's broken currency, broken money. When you have money unglued, uncoupled from actual reality, then this kind of stuff happens. And the big question to me at the end of the day is who is actually auditing where that money went. I should say currency. Where is everyone's time and energy being spent? So we spend time and energy, get taxed on that, and then it goes to the IRS, and then they distribute it to their different organizations, their different administrations, the Pentagon, or it gets printed up, and then we pay it through inflation. So we pay it indirectly or directly, you choose, both, and then they just do whatever they want with it. So if there's not enough, well, you know what? I mean, the budget is almost $1 trillion a year. It's going to be in the next few years. $1 trillion a year. And what are we doing with it in the day? I mean, technically, we're not even at war right now. We're not even really at war anymore, right? Right? So what are we doing? Where's this cash going? And again, this is what happens when you have the military-industrial complex just spinning for decade after decade after decade in a broken currency system. It incentivizes going to war because now we need to justify this. Now everyone's high in the hog. There's many people in politics that are in this revolving door of I'm in the cabinet. Now I'm back in at Raytheon. Now I'm back in the politics somewhere. Now I'm a consultant. Now I'm back on a board somewhere at Boeing. It's just this thing that just keeps manifesting itself, this circular economy they've built in themselves. Pentagon right next to DC, obviously. And this doesn't happen. Good things are incentivized to happen when you have a sound money. You can't just have this frivolous spending everywhere. And the thing I really want to point out at the end of the day is why can the IRS now claim, we need tens of thousands of new agents because many are retiring and we need to beef things up a little bit and yada, yada, yada. And then they say, it's not for you though. But then they're going to sit there and say you need to claim anything over $600 just so you're sending money to a friend or whatever, anything over $600 on Venmo or PayPal now has got to be claimed. Yet the Pentagon doesn't even know where trillions of dollars are. So let's look at this. $3.5 trillion in assets, and they're only able to account for 39% of it. So 39% of it's $3.5 trillion in assets, and they're sitting there. This is my favorite part. The news came to no surprise at Pentagon washers. Oh goodness! And DoD Comptroller Mike McCord said, "I would not say that we have flunked. I would not say the process is important for us to do, and it's making us get better." But then down here that says literally it's the same as last year. They haven't done anything different. There's literally no change. Basically the same picture as last year. So, I mean, what is it at the end of the day? You're just constantly being gaslit, constantly being told you need to be audited, you need to be checked, and we're going to keep scraping money from you through hell or high water by hook or by crook. And anything over $600, boom, audited. We know exactly where that is. You're trying to take $10,000 out of a bank, boom. It's just you're alerted. The government's alerted. Why? Why is that at the end of the day? I know the answers. I want you to answer those yourself in your own head. Why is that? But yet we have departments over here that have no idea where trillions of dollars are. Who's auditing where that money actually went? Did it actually go to the Pentagon? Did it actually go to where it was supposed to go? Well, of course not. This is why they can't audit it, because we don't know where it went. Did it go to Ukraine? Did it go to pay someone off? Did it go to pay off a buddy? Did it go to pay off a friend? Did it go to pay off a family member? Did it go just in someone's political campaign? Did it go to grandma's slush fund? We have no idea. And the fact that this is okay to the average person, like this constantly, these are the kind of things I obviously talk about, study, and been reading for 20 years. This is the epitome of theft and evil, and pisses me off to no end. And the fact that the average human being is fine with living in a system like this, an inflationary fiat system that has no tether to reality, and this is okay. Meaning you're okay getting up and going to work every single day and then being taxed directly and then indirectly taxed through inflation, through the government printing the currency, because all that is stealing your time and energy. As we talked about many, many times here, Money is a container for your time and energy. So you go to work, spend all kinds of time and energy, and pour it into money, which you hope is a container to store that time and energy that you spent away from family and friends and loved ones and passion projects and hobbies, and you hope it's stored in this thing. But it's not, because you store it in a dollar that has a hole at the bottom of the container. That's what the government cut a hole in the side of it, and they're funneling it out to pet projects, to pay off their buddies, to pay off to proxy wars and the Pentagon and all these crazy things, and gender studies for rabbits, and you name it. And reassignment surgeries for prisoners, and every single thing that you never asked for, that you never voted for. Yes, they are doing that. It's because we have a broken currency. This is the crux of everything we do here at this channel, and why we question everything. Trust, don't verify. Go look this up on your own. There's many different articles about this, and I just want to make it abundantly clear, though. Again, this is from a month and a half ago. This was a decent story at the time, but again, mainstream's not covering it. It's a decent sized story in the alternative media, and this is why the unproductive class is so mad, because the decentralization of money, the decentralization of media is here. There's people that are outside of Walter Cronkite that can actually tell the truth, and they'll go find the truth and go do investigative work. Unlike the couple people at the top with their megaphone saying, "This is what you need to believe, and this is how long you need to believe it." That's over. That's done. Because this is remarkable. When the people actually get a whiff of what's actually going on and actually wake up to what's going on, they did a little bit. In 2009, 10, 11, 12, we had Occupy Wall Street and Tea Party. They started waking up, and that scared the government, that scared the living daylights out of the unproductive class. And they need to do everything they can to smash that. Central bank digital currencies are the way. CBDCs are the way. So we need an alternative money outside the system, a sly roundabout way to get outside that system that has freedom, decentralization, immutability, uncensorable. We need that type of money. If only we had a money that was like that could rein in the government, rein in the unproductive class, rein in the military in unjust wars, and rein in all of this garbage, and rein in the time theft, rein in the time and energy theft, and the wealth from the poor middle class. If only we had that. So again, go check this article out. Absolute clown world we live in. You're going to be audited. You're going to be having to report every single dollar that you even come across, even see, even sniff, come within a mile from. But here, the Pentagon, can't even figure out a simple audit. Failed, fifth one in a row. Can't find trillions in assets. And then, again, Congress. I don't even know the last time. When's the last time they had a budget? They just ram through omnibus bills. No one looks at them. 4,000 pages. No one has any idea what's going on. But you, of course, if you go bankrupt, you're going to prison. Sorry, buddy. Like you have to audit every single dollar that comes in and out. If you don't have money and you can't pay your bills, guess what? Your home's gone. Blackstone, BlackRock owns it. Too bad. You'll own nothing and be happy. So, game's over on the unproductive class. The average person is slowly starting to get on to the game being played, and it's going to take 5-10 years. It'll take more pain, but we're coming. That's all there is to say about it. So I appreciate your time and energy. I appreciate you sharing important videos like this out to people who need to hear it, or maybe you're on the fence, on the edge. If you don't like what we're doing, please let us know. And I appreciate, again, your time and energy, because it's the most important asset we have. It's the most important asset. It's the only finite asset we have, like Bitcoin. Bitcoin is time, and time is Bitcoin. And the faster we escape over into this parallel system, the faster we have true liberty, the faster we have this ridiculousness being stopped. So I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next one.